We're at the location where Tyrone West was murdered by Baltimore City Police Department, Morgan State Police Department. He was murdered, he was killed, he was lynched. It's a celebration of his life. We've been coming here for years now, and today we having a movie. Mic check! Mic check!
Anybody affected by police brutality needs to be right here at the full front. And my sister Queen, she's gonna block us. And before we start, I am honored tonight, even though I'm sad because my brother Tyrone West was brutally murdered. But I'm honored tonight that I have my uncle here with me that raised Tyrone. And he's going to start us off with a prayer. He's a prayer warrior. That's why he's never out here. He's always in the church. Always praying for me and my family, praying for us. Always. And y'all know that my other uncle, his brother, couldn't be here tonight, but he's here in spirit. All my Uncle Clifton wanted was accountability. How many more of my family members got to die without seeing accountability for a one-on-one man that was brutally murdered? And I want to give a shout out to my cousin Jamie, who made these beautiful shirts. She always, from day one, makes our shirts. And she picked the greatest one, because we're at war right now. We're at war. Let's be clear, we are at war. It's them against us, and that's just the bottom line. And just like we had two civil rights leaders die so close. Dr. King warriors, okay, let's be clear. Dr. King warriors, C.T. Vivian and John Lewis, right? They saw everything. Can you imagine? These men that I'm speaking about, these kings, they could have been my grandfather. And I had a chance to meet C.T. Vivian. And I had a chance to have a long conversation about how he seen what the police, the slave catchers, was doing back in his time. And we're in damn 2020 and it's still happening. So when I think about George Floyd, who had a foot on his neck for 8 minutes, 46 seconds, well, guess what? Unfortunately, and I'm so sorry, my heart goes out to that family, and any family. But George Floyd wasn't the first to suffer that kind of trauma and pain at the hands of people that's supposed to serve and protect us. Tyrone West, July the 18th, 2013. And I made sure I cried before I got here, because I won't dare show these sick, statistic people my goddamn tears. You won't see it. It's almost like when predators, they get their rocks off by seeing their victims cry and all go through pain. You won't see that. You'll see me fighting like hell. I know in these 7 years, I know for a fact I got stronger. Because I remember when I first came on this block with my uncle, he had to rush my Aunt Diane, who's like a mother, and she sends all her love tonight. But she couldn't take being here, and that's why I would never bring her back here. And I thank God, because I don't even want my family members here for real. If it's killing me, I can imagine how it's killing them. So my heart goes out to his beautiful kids, his grandkids that he didn't even get a chance to meet. My brother would have been 51. So when I talk about George Floyd getting murdered, 8 minutes, 46 seconds of pure torture, well, guess what? They did worse to my brother. Witnesses can tell you, knock on anybody's door if you think I'm lying. Knock on anybody's door, and I give it up to these beautiful Kit Moore and Kelsway witnesses. They're my heroes. They tried to save my brother's life. We had over 32 witnesses that seen one unarmed man brutally murdered, beat, tortured in broad daylight at exactly 7 o'clock. Right here. They said he was driving too slow towards a damn stop sign. And every night I live with, damn, I wish I would have told my brother no. But you know what? No, I don't. Because I'm not going to take the blame for some damn killer cops and the karate system. Not going to do it anymore. Not going to do it. He didn't die in vain. He died for change. He died for true accountability. He was tortured. We had Nicholas Davis Chapman and Ruiz, the first two killer cops in an unmarked car, to actually pull up on my brother. He didn't even know why he was being pulled over. Him and the occupant that he barely knew. That he called himself, let me give her a ride home. She couldn't get a cab from this neighborhood. She didn't have bus fare. He felt sorry and he asked me, sis, can I borrow your car to go and get this young lady? I said, sure, as long as you pick up your beautiful niece. And I give her a shout out for not falling. It was hard. I remember when he first got murdered. She dropped out of college. The pain was so devastating and real. But guess what? She picked it up, got it back, and she graduates next year. Thank you, baby. Thank you for everything you're doing. Thank you for my family. A strong family that never turned their backs on each other. They always supported each other. Y'all know whenever y'all seen the West family, it was the whole entire West family. And I remember saying Shorty and Beth and Bruce there at the start of it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I just want to thank y'all for everything that y'all doing. But again, real fast, and I hate to flip-flop, but my mind is everywhere. My mind is everywhere. It's not right. But the way they tortured my brother, Ruiz and Chapman, first two killer cops at the car, Chapman pulls them out by his dreadlocks. Ruiz started beating them down, pepper spraying them. Chapman, he started pepper spraying so much that stuff got in his eyes. They immediately started beating, kicking, and torturing my brother. Then he felt like they trying to kill me. He's running down the street, help, help, can't see, can't breathe, help, help. Somebody call 911, Trayvon Martin, help, hands in the air. And what did 11 to 15 other stinking maniacs do? Did they come help one unarmed man? No. Hell to the no. They participated in it as a killer sport, and that's what they do. And then if that wasn't enough, beating him over 20 minutes right here in this kind of weather. Beat him to death. Pepper sprayed, kicked him, hit him with batons. I'm sorry, baby. But after they did that, David Lewis from Morgan, a Morgan State University killer cop, repeat violent offender. He wanted a piece of the action. So what did he do? He crashed his vehicle up to kill one unarmed man that was already hog-tied position, face down, beat to death, gasping for air. As if you take a fish. One of the witnesses around here said, if you take a fish out of water, that's how they saw it. That was the condition of my brother. Gasping for air. And what did David Lewis do with his 320 pounds? He put his knee. He put his knee in my brother's damn neck. He put he put his boot in my brother's neck and his knee in my brother's damn back. Until he was no longer breathing, no longer moving. He was dead. Murdered. One unarmed man. They hid his body 5 days. My family, and I love them, organized off the top, day one. And I want to give a shout out to Diamond. Diamond is another dear soul that was lost to community violence. I'll never forget, we went down a homicide, and they told me a 16-year-old...
Lewis works at the state capitol now. He's a state of Maryland police. He works in Annapolis. Governor Hogan implores him. You understand? Governor Hogan implores him. So y'all reward bad behavior in Baltimore. Y'all gave that man a job after he killed a black man. That's slave catching. 2020.